Now here's another popular online survey site. I know of someone that used to make $35 to $40 per week on this site. Now there are a few ways to make money on the site, but the primary way is through online surveys. Now it's important to note that not everybody will get paid the same amount for the same surveys, nor will you also get offered the same surveys. And so basically, someone who gets paid $1.50 for one survey, another person may get paid 50 cents for that same survey. So it all depends on your profile and your qualifications. Let's just take a quick look at the site. As you can see here, nearly $7 million has already been paid to members. And the surveys can be related to politics, cars, home improvement, restaurants, technology, shopping, health, travel, sports, etc. And what I like about Vindale Research is that you get paid cash. There are no points. And down here are the different ways that you can earn money through Vindale Research. Now, if you do the reward mail, I highly recommend that you open up a new email account because you will get bombarded with offers. And when you open these emails, I believe you're only getting paid 5 to 10 cents per email. And for watching these videos, I believe it's around 10 cents per video, and they're about 30 seconds long. And like I said in the previous video, you could probably just try to open up multiple tabs so you could watch multiple videos simultaneously. And if you sell Vindale a photo of yourself with holding a check from Vindale, or even a video of you receiving a payment from them, you will get $5 for that. The survey sites that pay the most are the ones that I don't really like to call survey sites. I like to call them market research sites and focus group sites. For example, this website I'm looking at right now is focusgroup.com. As it says here, you participate in a paid focus group, test new products, taste new snacks and beverages, watch new TV shows, take online surveys, and more. So instead of just taking a survey, for example, you could do an interview over the phone where you would answer questions over the phone, and you could get paid something like $35 just for that. Now here's another market research site, surveysquad.com. It says here, every day Survey Squad pays people just like you to participate in online and mobile surveys, phone interviews, and in-person focus group. And you can actually scroll down here and see what their latest tweets are. They tweet their latest studies and focus groups that they're looking for people to join. So for example, this one here, they have interviews or focus groups that pay up to $150 of your time. Another one, if you love to cook and you're Atlanta, you could join this one. It's $100. And they're offering that in several different places. Here's another tweet where you could earn a $50 Amazon gift card for 30 minutes of your time. And for this one, you would do a virtual in-store shop along, and these are actually quite fun. Okay, let's just keep going down below, and here it's offering $325 if you are a female and you'd like to talk about health and wellness and you're willing to answer some questions about those topics. To find more of these market research type websites, you could also go to Craigslist and just do a search for these keywords, market research or surveys, and you may be able to find legitimate companies who are willing to pay a lot of money for your time. So if this is something that interests you, go ahead and take a look into it. Look into these market research type websites and also do some searching on Google or Craigslist. I do know of people who are making a part-time income with these types of surveys and market research websites.
Did you know that gold and silver are one of the oldest forms of currency in the world? These two metals have been traded around the world for thousands of years. Printed money doesn't even come close to the value of gold and silver. In many ways, people still consider it as the de facto standard for currency. In the past, gold has always been known as a symbol of the rich and the elite. Silver is also precious but in more functional ways. Gold, we see it as jewelry and silver as silverware. Gold and silver is a sign of money and power. They are soft enough to be molded into different forms, and its form gives beauty that entrances people. Unlike currency in the form of paper money, you can't print it out of thin air, so it is inherently valuable. The gold standard is what governments use as a comparison of currency. When a government is using the gold standard, it means that they are basing their currency and valuations on a worth equal to an amount in precious metals, namely gold and silver. The United States used to use the gold standard. In our next video, we will look at why the price of gold and silver is rising. In 1971, President Nixon severed the US dollar's ties with the gold system. The US Treasury was running out of gold as more and more people were exchanging their US dollars back to gold. People were starting to lose confidence in the US dollar and more people were emptying the gold reserve. In act of desperation, President Nixon severed the gold standard, thus enabling the US to continually print money. They were effectively creating their own debt and generating as much debt as they wanted in the form of currency. Over the years, the US dollar started dropping and the price of goods started to go up. Now why is that? It is because the US dollar is continually losing its value to the point that, compared to 40 years ago, the US dollar is only worth a fraction of what it used to be. Because currency starts to lose its value, especially with the whole world's currencies, hedged against the US dollar, the price of gold and silver starts rising at an astronomical rate. The demand for gold and silver starts increasing, and the increased demand for it spikes up the price even more. In our next video, we will look at the advantages and disadvantages of investing in gold and silver.